Hey everybody, it's me, Margaret. Welcome to my channel. Hang on. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. In today's video, I was just working, so I was like, hey, let me go live and see if anyone wants to just talk, go live, I can show you what I'm doing and answer questions or whatever. Hang on one second, I gotta fix something. How do I do this? I'm gonna point the camera this way real fast. Look at my mess. See what I'm working on? Hang on one second. I gotta fix the door over here. Okay. Giant mess. Yeah, I got a big giant mess. And I'm working on, not that part of the mess apparently, but I'm working on sorting jewelry. I've got a ton of jewelry that I've had forever. And so I was like, I'm gonna come. I recorded a little bit earlier, sorting it and how I'm sorting it and stuff. And I thought, let me just come live too. I can always put that up later, I guess. Hi, everybody. So if you're watching later and you're like, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be. It's just gonna be me talking to you, answering any questions, and showing you what I'm doing. I have it all down here in front of me. What do I have over there? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Pardon me. Hello, Yannicka and Teresa. Hello, Ladette. Yay. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hey, Gina, Colleen. I'm sure I'm missing Dina. Hello. I recognize a lot of names, so thanks for coming. I'm so glad you're here. I'm looking. Your mess is worse. This is pretty bad. Here, I'll show you. Let me see how bad it is. So, like, there's mess, 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 mess. But the rest of my house doesn't look like that, so that's okay. So, hello. Yes, I'm working on craft lots. Yannick was saying, please do craft lots. So back behind me, don't get dizzy. Sorry, I'm gonna hold you up. That right behind me, those two tubs, those are things going to craft lots. And then I have another section over here for things that I'm putting in, like the lots I do that's like 10 items that are wearable, sellable. My bubble wrap came in. I've got like 2 giant towers of bubble wrap. I should make it like columns entering my workroom. So it's like you're entering the like Parthenon or something, or you're coming into the gladiator arena. You've got to fight your way out. Okay, so I didn't think this all the way through because I've got stuff sitting down. So I guess I'll just show it to you as I go. So like this bracelet, I'm trying to decide, like, do I want to sell it? I'm not wearing, I don't normally like to have my bra strap showing. Let's be real here for a second. So if I mess with that, sorry. Sitting out on the balcony. Oh, yay, nice. Julie's watching the ocean. Oh, I sat out, I made sliders for lunch for the kids and myself, and we sat out and ate our sliders and little oranges and stuff. So that was nice. Yeah. Hang on. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is one I've had for a while. Looks like, no, I'm probably gonna sell that because I think it's cool. So I've got that basket over here. But then I'm just like, tell me if this is, if this is boring, you don't have to watch it. But I was like, I'm just sitting here listening to music, sorting jewelry, and I could be talking to you too. Hi, Tess. Hi, Saturn Girl. Let's see. And if you have questions, sure, let's throw them out there. Michelle says, I know we're talking joy, but should I clean a 1930s Biscuit Boy porcelain doll before listing? If you're not, you said you're not a porcelain doll specialist, I would say no. Leave it to the professionals. Some people like the age to it and that it looks loved or whatever. So I wouldn't personally. But yeah, if there was somebody who was a porcelain doll. And I realized that my kids don't really like coming into this room or my closet because of that very reason. Hang on. I'm going to turn this so you can see. In the corner over there, can you see right over there? There's a porcelain doll sitting there. Groucho is next to it. But the kids are not, they're kind of scared of it. And I have another one in my closet. That one my grandmother painted, but I have another one in my closet that I bought at a garage sale. So, that's a good way to like keep the kids out of my closet. Kids, they like to go poking around things. Anyway, so yeah, if you're wanting to deter your children from digging through stuff, consider getting a porcelain doll and stick it on whatever it is that you've got that you need to guard. So, Oh, you're camping, Teresa says. That sounds nice. It's starting to warm up here. It's actually kind of cool, and there's a breeze coming through, but it's starting to warm up. Let see. Hang on. I saw something else. I saw another question before oh, how do I price my lots? Gina asked. So my craft lots, I've actually had to raise the price because they sell out really quickly. And now my my craft lots, which are wearable, repairable stuff. Yeah, I've got one started here. And it's like that. Some of it's broken, some of it's wearable, sellable, some of it's like needs missing stones or just randoms. So I do about 3 to 4 pounds. I put it in that, and then I put it in another padded flat rate, and I sell that for $30 plus $8 shipping. I had to raise the price on it. Plus, I had a friend telling me I was pricing things too low. And then I have the lots that I do that are sellable and wearable lots. What do they sell for? It's 10 pieces. I think they're 35 plus shipping. And it works out to be like $3.50 a piece. Yeah. Hang on. I see some more good questions. How much do I put in the craft lot? Okay, 2 pound lots. They get no looks or likes. Blind has like your name. I was said it out loud too. And I don't sell them on the other little video that I was recording talking about that a little while ago. I talk about I don't really sell them on eBay anymore because I have had some lots up on eBay that sat forever. And I ended up selling one. It was like 2 or 3 pounds, and I ended up selling it for like $8 because I just was sick of looking at it. I could have broken it apart and put it in with other lots, but I didn't. But then I've done some lots where I did like by color, and I staged them, and they looked really cool. But I realized fairly quickly that that's not my thing because I don't have the patience. And I'm like, this is an awful lot of work. And apparently I don't like to work. That's not true. I work all the time. But yeah, so now I mostly just sell here or in Texas Gals Treasure Traders is our selling group, and you can post them in there, and sometimes people will buy them from you there, which is pretty cool. So, but eBay, you get kind of lost in the shuffle, I feel like. And then there are some jewelry lot sellers that do really well. So I feel like it's a customer base, and then you got return customers. I think that's kind of what I think. Now my chat went up. Let's see, I did that. Alex says, I had porcelain dolls on top of my dresser growing up and need to rescue them from my dad's house. Yeah. Oh no. Lauren says she had an aunt with a room filled with dolls that I had to sleep in when I stayed over. A little unsettling. My grandmother collected dolls. So yeah, I get that. She had a lot. She got dolls when she traveled. She collected Madame Alexander dolls. She had just F&B, all kinds. I mean, I kept Groucho. I kept the baby doll that she painted the face, and she made the dress for it. There's probably a couple others. When we moved to Austin, I put a few boxes of things at my mom's house. So I need to get that stuff from her. Let's see. Wow. I bought, Colleen says I bought about 3,000, is that pounds or dollars, of jewelry. I'm moving and I want to start selling. eBay? Probably. eBay, Etsy, depending, I have stuff on Poshmark and Mercari. I've actually been doing better on Mercari than Poshmark, but I haven't been listing a lot lately, so that's probably part of the. Okay. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for being here. Michelle says I'll put dolls everywhere. Naomi's asking how I research the comics. So I've got some back here. I have only listed a few of them. I still have more long boxes downstairs, but what I do is on my eBay app, when you go to eBay, hang on, I'll show you. When you go to eBay, eBay, and when you do a search, search. I'm trying to make sure there's no pertinent information here. When you go to search on the eBay app, you can select, there's like a little picture right there, a little camera that is. And when you select that, then this pops up, and you can take a picture of the front, the cover of the comic book, and then it'll pull up that comic book. And I found this out, and it takes a bazillion pictures. So like it'll find the comic books that have the matching picture, and then you can sort from there. So that's how I've been doing it, just quickly taking a screen whatever the photo thing is, photo match on eBay. And then, so my process is, I still have 3 boxes to go through. Is I go through those, pardon me, my nose itches, pull out the ones that are going to sell for, $15 or more, or ones that I can lot up for more, $15 or more. And then I let my kids poke through and take the ones out they want. And then I've been just putting the rest. I could probably lot the rest up and sell them by the however much. But there's a local like buy nothing like free site in our neighborhood. And so I've been spreading the love and handing them, give the extras away to the people. These are the people in my neighborhood reading comic books in my neighborhood. That's not how it goes. So I did a lot of singing in my video yesterday, and I got a couple comments. Some people liked it, some people did not. I mean, they weren't ugly about it, but I was just like, sometimes I'm in the mood. And I mentioned that in one of the comments. I said, well, I was singing to the macaroni last night when I was making the macaroni for my kids. Yeah, and I was singing it to the Macarena. So I was just having a singing kind of day. That's that. So hi. Oh, I'm going to say your name right. Yonnery Estrada, thanks for being here. Hi. Saturn Girl says, I was terrified by dolls when I was a kid. Not Barbies, but creepy baby dolls. Yeah. So I have a bunch of like almost new rings. I thought of putting one lot. Yeah, just a regular lot round, says. Yeah. So yeah, I had some lots up on eBay that were sat there forever. I know I said I was going to show you stuff, but we're just talking. I'm fine with this too. I just was like, I'm bored. Not bored. I'm lonely. That was it. I'm lonely. There's only so much Hamilton I can listen to right now. Sorry, Lin-Manuel. What? Okay. Ellen says, what % of gross sales should fees be no more than? Ooh. Oh gosh. I feel like it's 2 trains coming from different stations. They're going to meet in El Paso. When in doubt, the answer is El Paso. Let me see. I don't know what % of gross sales should fees be no more than. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to that. And maybe that's poor business, but I don't have the time to really focus too much on it. I just know, and I used to do a lot more with like spreadsheets and figuring out my net sales and everything. But I just don't anymore because I've tried to just focus on selling and just continuing to keep that going. And again, that's, maybe not a wise business model, but it is true. It is true. Oh, Gina, yeah, you do. How do I feel about Bonanza? I mean, I'm on Bonanza because the eBay will automatically sync with it, but I haven't made any sales there, and I don't really focus on it. So, yeah. And Alyssa says Poshmark is just too saturated. I use Mercari, and I do get a lot of low. It doesn't bother me. I don't take it personally, but I do get, not a lot, but I get quite a few people wanting stuff. I mean, less than half price, things like that. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna. So what's my opinion on ThredUp? As far as consignment or as far as getting ThredUp? I think a long time ago when I was still dabbling in clothes, I would send stuff in, but it's basically, if you're like, I'm going to take this to the thrift, I'm just going to redonate it. I might as well send it to ThredUp. But as far as getting from ThredUp, if you can, good luck. I actually got a ThredUp box. I haven't opened it yet over there that I wasn't able to get because I was out of the house when they went live. But then one of our friends of the channel ordered one for me and had it sent to my P.O. box. And then I repaid her. But that was the only way I got it. Yep. My chat jumped. I'm so glad we're talking. I needed to talk today. I'm not around any grown-ups ever. And so some of my friends did a mom's night out Zoom, and that was kind of nice, just sitting, and I gotta get with her and do that again. Set that up because it's just me and the kids all the time. Let's see. Jesse asked, I just opened the last of the 4 jewelry lots I got from me. Oh, yay. oh, have I done a video on how I clean anything I sell? No. And I'm on the fence about doing it because I don't clean a lot. I really do sound like the laziest reseller. Unless it's really gross, and then I just take a microfiber cloth and just wipe it down with a very damp cloth and dry it. Unless it's silver, then I use a wipe. But I am setting some things aside for some verdigris to do, try the different methods for verdigris. So that's something that I haven't decided yet. I want to do it for everybody, and then I want to do it because I have a my join button, so I can't decide. But I'm like, it would benefit more people if I did it for everybody. I don't know what to do. Anyway, Gear Bubble. That's for print on demand. I've never used Gear Bubble as far as print on demand. Teresa says, I love you. Start singing random things. It's true. I do. And someone mentioned this. I did it when I was an elementary school teacher as well. I mean, that was just the way we do. That's the way we do. This is something, I guess, while we're talking, this was a piece of a stretch bracelet. So that's going into my craft lot basket over there. That's quite a turn. Maybe I should bring a tab over here. Here, I'll bring it over here. There. That's for my craft lot. Now, okay. Sometimes you need, oh yeah, I do. I just sing. And there are days when I'm just like, man, I'm not in the mood. But then most of the time it's, macaroni, macaroni, macaroni. I have that song in my head, and I need to get the right tune because it keeps veering off into Clementine. Yeah. So you say you want some macaroni? Hey, macaroni. Yay. That's my text message. Okay. All right. Okay. So Christine says, I noticed the pricing on jewelry seems to be higher on Etsy versus eBay. Do I have more success selling on Etsy or eBay for the price you list higher? I was thinking, I started on Etsy, definitely. And I used to actually price differently. I used to price higher on Etsy and a little bit lower on eBay when I first started. And then, pardon me, I just started pricing the same. And people can send a best offer on eBay, which I'm fine with. And then sometimes if I run a sale on eBay, I think it's only happened once though. Somebody has said, you got this same item cheaper over here. And then I just match the price. But yeah, I've just started pricing higher. And yeah. This is true, Sarah. She says, there's only so many hours in the day. And I have to remind myself, when I start getting down on myself about things, I just have to remind myself, I'm one person. I am just one person. And I know that floor needs a good mopping, but it gets swept every day. So that's what counts for now. It'll get mopped one of these days, maybe tomorrow. There's a new platform called Vinted. I have not tried that. No. Oh, yay. Sarah says, I finally scored 2 jewelry boxes from Goodwill Blue Box yesterday. Don't hate me, but so did I. And when I get them, I actually got some too the last time as well. When I get them I've shared how I got it because I know some people are really struggling with getting them and getting mad or frustrated or whatever. But I'll share how I got them. I could tell you now, but I'll probably do another video. And then you'll be like, so old news, Margaret. I've heard this already. So Ladette says, I was curious how everyone keeps track of sales and profit. I'm so old school. I write everything down and figure out math for each price. Yeah. I used to do, not physically writing it down, but I had a spreadsheet on Google Docs. It's a free, you can go do a spreadsheet there. And I would put, whenever I got a haul or brought stuff home, I would put it in there and I would put the price that I bought it for. And then when it sold, and I had a tab for each month. When it sold, I would go find it and then put the sold price and then the net profit after fees. I would use the eBay calculator. Hi, Pancake. Are you going to make a mess? We'll see. Here he goes. He's been knocking things over lately. This is not his normal. Oh, you're going to kick Leia off the windowsill. Oh, great. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I did that, but now I use GoDaddy bookkeeping, and it just it puts everything into GoDaddy already. It pulls all my numbers from eBay and PayPal and all the places. So then I just have to go categorize it. And it breaks down the eBay fees in there and everything too. So I think that's probably why I don't even look at anything anymore. Because I'm like, GoDaddy's got it. When it's tax time, I just print off whatever my tax lady says, print this off. And I print that and I send it to her. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, it jumped. Chat jumped. Blind H says, I couldn't get my 4-year-old to put on pants for the longest time. Now we sing a Pantalone song and the little dude loves it. Yes. I have a kid that still doesn't put on pants. He's about to turn 10. And I'm like, dude, pants. I don't know. Oh, Leah Close says, Etsy has to be vintage, right? No, not for everything. So on Etsy, you can sell handmade items, you can sell vintage, you can sell supplies, and you can sell digital products like print-on-demand stuff. If I have print-on-demand shirts or digital downloads, which I have a homeschool, like digital, kind of like what you would put on Teachers Pay Teachers. So for example, my craft lots, while they have lots of jewelry that is not vintage, because it's like broken stuff and bits and pieces, I could sell them on Etsy as a supply, because that's what I'm gearing it towards, people that want to make other things with all the bits and pieces. Yeah. Yeah. Craft lots best sold by weight. That's how I do it. I just say it's between 3 and 4 pounds. So I'm not like in front of the scale measuring it out to the ounce or whatever. Michelle 13 knots. Hi, thanks for, I see your join star. I keep forgetting to get on the blue box to try. Boy, you have to be there. It's like 5 o'clock Central. That's when, for me, it goes live. And by 5 o'clock and 30 seconds, they're sold out, or faster sometimes. So, yeah. Is closeoning something good to sell? It is and it isn't. It depends on the closeoning. It depends on the subject matter of the piece. And sometimes they don't sell for as much as I think they would. I keep hoping that life will change. I love it. I love closeoning personally. I'm being stared down by a cat. Come here, Grace. Come here. You're just going to stare at me? Judging me? Okay, fine. Judge me. She doesn't come around too often in here, so it's surprising that she's... okay, Liddell says, how did you score the blue box? It said it was sold out 2 minutes after 5. Yeah, within 30 seconds, it sells out. So because the few times before that I tried to get one, that happened to me, and it was sold out. Like I was in the process of checking out, and by the time I got to submit my order, sorry, it sold out, is the message I got. So what I figured was happening, because I pay through PayPal, and I was having to change my address because they won't deliver to my P.O. box. They'll only deliver to a house address. So when I would go in there and I'd have to physically change something, that would take too long. So if you're entering in a credit card number, it won't work. So what I have to do is I go and I pay with PayPal. So I have one-click pay set up. So I have make sure that my address is already set so that I don't have to enter in anything other than click with PayPal, PayPal loads, click submit, and then that's it. So I did that. I tried to get 4 boxes, but it limited me to 2. And then as soon as I got 2 boxes, I went back to try to see if I could get 2 more. And it was like, nope, sorry, all sold out now. It was that fast. Yeah. Yeah, super fast. So, it jumped again. It jumped again. I am looking to see where it went. And then I can show you stuff, because I do have jewelry things. Facebook group. Is GoDaddy free? No, it's not. It's a paid GoDaddy bookkeeping. It is paid. And how much is it? I don't even know, because I just am glad that it's there, so I don't have to do all the work, honestly. So, but it's a business expense. You can write it off as a business expense. Facebook group. Michelle is asking, I have a Facebook group called Texas Gals Jewelry Lovers. And that one is just like an educational, we're talking jewelry, and we're kind of clamping down on there's a lot of venting about the boxes going on. And so we're kind of like putting on that because we're trying to keep things positive and trying to keep things, educational, learning. And then we have Texas Gals Treasure Traders. That is the selling group. So yeah, they're really good groups. Yeah, you have to be fast for sure. And Cordelia says, Margaret, don't worry, my pile of stuff is threatening to bury me alive. That's how it feels in here. But honestly, it's like my space, and I can get in here, and I'm like I know I always compare myself to Smog from The Hobbit. This is like my lair, Smog's lair, my jewels, my precious, my precious. So I don't mind it too much, really. And then I come in and clean it up. So, what is the Blue Box Live? The Blue Box is a jewelry. Goodwill puts out these 5-pound jewelry boxes for $25, and it's just a mix of stuff. And people love them, and they love to get them. And I think also because of the lockdown, it's people haven't really been able to get jewelry jars or go sourcing for jewelry. And then so Shop Goodwill jewelry lots have skyrocketed. I mean, they've always been kind of high, but the prices have been insane. So you're thinking, oh, I can get 5 pounds of jewelry for $25 over here. And over here, it's like $125. Yeah, somebody's going to get it. Somebody will pay it. Because I do. It just jumped again. Hang on. Oh, hi, Miss Artsy. Yes, my day is going well. You finished your schoolwork in time for the live stream. Yay. Hi, I am well. I am in Texas, hence the name, Texas Gals Treasures. I thought about that. If I ever moved out of Texas, would I keep my name? Yes. If you have a pair of earrings, oh dear, I think I missed. Okay, no, I think I'm good. If I have a pair of earrings and one has an issue, do I craft both or make a single lot with good ones? Lately, I've been crafting both, unless they're amazing. And I have got a few pairs, but lately I've been saving. I have these see the yellow containers? I got those in the bins. It was a U-line box full of them, brand new. And I got those. So I've been putting cool solo earrings in one of those. And I'm thinking about trying to make a solo lot. We'll see. Because some of them you could make into a pendant or something. I don't do that, though. Are you guys that are schooling your kids, or if you're homeschoolers, because we are homeschoolers, OG from before the corona, how's your school year going? Because we've decided we've still probably got about 2 weeks left, because we've just been kind of like, during the lockdown, we school here and there, and we don't. So we've got about 2 more weeks solid of schooling to do. And then the kids have said they want to maybe take a week or so off and then start up next year's stuff, because they don't want to do summer break now while everything's locked down. They want to wait till everything opens back up and it's safe. And then because we do 2 months off. So then take 2 months off. So that's our plan. So we'll keep on schooling. Miss Artsy. Oh yeah, I'll check my email. Definitely. Oh yeah, it was sold out really fast. Enderblock. Do you really sell expensive items on eBay or Etsy, or do you use another platform? I use eBay and Etsy. Not super expensive. Oh, $1,500 or more. I've never sold anything that expensive. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how I would handle that if I had something that expensive. I don't know. I'd have to do some digging if that problem arose. Yeah. I'd be iffy on it, honestly. Just personally. Yeah. Michelle says, I got one blue box that was so crappy, I'm leery to get another one. It was like 20 feet of Appleseed necklaces and 10 feet of dollar store plastic pearls. Oh, no. But it's like it is a gamble for sure, because you just never know what you're going to get. Definitely. Sarah says, I have a question. I have a single Ronnie Blanchet earring. Pair can sell for up to $400 or so. Could it easily be made into a I don't know. It would depend on, because I would see if there were more out there, because somebody maybe has the pair and has lost it and they're willing to pay the money to get the mate back, because it's like my favorite pair of earrings I lost. And so they might be willing to pay the 200, 150 or whatever to get the other earring. That's probably what I would do. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Okay, jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump. Ah! Oh, my chat jumped. I see you, Mary. How do I join Texas Gals? Texas Gals Treasure Traders. Yeah, just go over there and answer the questions. It's like, do you promise to have and hold until death do us part? I do. So, do you? No pressure. Yes, you do. I was watching Jim Gaffigan last night. He makes me smile. So, yay, Tanya. Thanks for being here. Sassy Tassels. I posted a picture. I had a sassy tassel I was working with earlier. We've had a few sassy tassels as I was. There's one, but that's more like a dirty tassel. Dirty tassels. This is one I was putting in my sister's pile because the beads feel rubbery, and I think she would like that for a mala she might make or something. So, okay, Gina, I'm going to say your name wrong. I'm new to reselling. I want to dabble and learn more about jewelry before investing any less expensive options on the gem tester. Not that I know of. There might be, but this one's pretty reliable. I didn't get this one until maybe a year or so ago. So I was selling jewelry without it for a while. And just try, I mean, I started with men's accessories because they were easier to me. There's some, yeah, like these collar bars, and I started with that kind of stuff and then just kind of learned as one new little thing each time. Mary! Hi, Mary. Thanks for coming. I wish you could be here to help me like organize my room and just poke through all this stuff with me. I was gonna look at jewelry with y'all, but this is just as fun for me. Hopefully it is for you too. So, okay, Brianna says, I messaged them on Shop Goodwill asking why the jewelry lot bid was starting at 110. Was there something they knew was worth that much? They told me they charged $10 a pound. Wow. Yes, and the thing with Shop Goodwill too is there's different places that, you know, like there's Shop Goodwill of California, Southern California, and then there's Midwest, and so they all kind of price their own way, and you just have to find one and then search for that one that you really like the way they do it. So there's different ones. This hair today. Let's see. I don't. Oh, the one Bob's. Okay. Ah, it jumped again. Uh-oh. Did Mary see something funny? I missed it. Oh. Nope. I'm totally. I don't use Facebook Marketplace. No. I just haven't. I don't know. I can only do so many things. I think that's the problem. Hello, vintage collecting lady. Hello, fellow Austinite. I'm glad you're here. Should I change my name to Sassy Tassels? What do you think? Whatever works for you. But if I become rich and famous, I may come after you for my names. No, no. Cool. Sassy Tassels. So, oh, okay. Is there a way to tell if a diamond in an old ring without a Presidium gem tester? Yeah. So the jewelry, the gold and silver testing kit that I use when I got it, I think it's like 40 or 50 bucks, and it comes with all the acids and all this other stuff. And it also comes with a diamond tester that just basically tests diamonds. And so that I did have before I got the gem tester. And yeah, so that kind of at least let me know if I was messing with something that was a diamond. And it's just like looks almost like a little pen with a rectangle attached to it. And so that's, but those are fairly inexpensive, but it's mainly just diamonds that they test. But it's better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. Has having the gem tester help sell things I think so. Sell things for higher prices. And it's definitely helped me. Like I had something that I thought was a amethyst, but it ended up being a purple garnet once I tested it. And so I was able to label it correctly, which was a relief because I had already listed it. And I was like, because whenever I do videos with the gem tester, I like to have pieces that I'm like, I know what this is, so I can like make sure the machine is calibrated and working right. I'm like, I know this is an amethyst, and I move, and it was like showing up as a garnet, and I was like, hang on, this is not right. Got another thing that I knew was an amethyst or whatever. And it turned out it was a purple garnet. Yeah. And once I looked at it and learned a little more, it was much darker than it would have been normally. So as an amethyst. It's always learning, just always learning. Oh my gosh, Mary says, I just baked fresh dinner rolls and ate 3 of them with butter and jam. I wish I was there too. I made the kids sliders, Mary. And I got that Hawaiian rolls for the bread instead of like regular slider bread. So we had like the Hawaiian roll bread with the slider meat. And then my stomach is like, gluten! There's a gluten riot happening in my stomach right now. My stomach does not like the gluten, but it tastes so delicious. Finders keepers, I will be transparent at some point. If not now, yeah. Rag says, after being cooped up for the last 8 weeks, only husband went out for supplies. I enjoy your chatty videos. Oh, thanks. I talk to you all the time. I just don't type as much. Oh, I'm glad. So Cordelia says, how do you lower the price on Etsy if someone asks? Someone asked me if I could, and I couldn't find an easy way of doing it. You just go in and edit the listing. If you edit the listing, like you're going to add in the size or something, just go down and change the price. I had to do that recently too. Yeah. What's the most valuable thing I've ever found? Both of the things that were my highest ticket priced items were both cufflinks. So that's why I say don't overlook men's accessories. The first, and this is probably what really hooked me into reselling, was early in my reselling journey. I got a pair of gold cufflinks and tie tack that were gold and had jade cabochons. And those sold to somebody in Germany for $400. And then, I bought them for $4 at a garage sale. And then I got a pair of cufflinks at a thrift store for $1. And they ended up being, they had British hallmarks on them, which I think maybe is why maybe they weren't paying attention to cufflinks, or because the British hallmarks, they didn't really pay attention. And those I ended up selling to the gold man for $400. I could have sold them for more. I sold them to him for the scrap value, even though I'm sure he is not scrapping them because he sold jewelry. He also did scrap stuff, but they were really nice. But I thought I could sell them and then deal with the stress or the worry, or they could sit. And I figured, you know what? Bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. And I was ready for that $400 in my hand. And so I did. And I was happy with it. So, Hudson Vintage. I bought what we thought was a blue topaz from an outdoor vendor. It turned out to be a natural alexandrite. Ooh! Those are the ones that change colors, yes. My grandmother, I should say, had an alexandrite that it was blue and pink, right? Because it would change colors. And then my mom wanted it, so I traded with her for one of my grandmother's other rings. I had it originally, and then my mom wanted it, so I traded it for. You may have seen it. It's in one of my jewelry testing videos, the one that has the big rectangular emerald. So my mom and I traded. My grandmother had really pretty jewelry. She had really nice stuff. So, yeah. Mary says, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Did you wear Hawaiian shirts and drink out of coconuts? See, this is why we're friends, because that's where you would picture that going. Us like, do you know how hard it is to break open a coconut, first of all. But with my magical sassy tassel powers, I'm sure I could just poke a plastic straw straight through a coconut, and the kids and I will just sit and drink out of coconuts and swing on the hammock and eat our Hawaiian roll sandwiches and drink out of coconuts. Oh, Mary. I knew we were friends for a reason. Yeah, men's accessories are definitely overlooked a lot, for sure. Ah, have I ever found a Venetian glass wedding cake necklace in the wild? I don't think so. No. Ooh, Kimberly's found a Hermes tie in the bins. Nice. Oh, you kept it. Sweet. So, oh, thanks, Bev. Oh yeah, Annika says, I remember when you found the Black Hills gold ring a few videos ago. What happened to it? Somebody bought it. I had so many requests for that ring too, and I didn't realize what it was. This is another thing, like because of the styling of it and the way it was made, I really thought it was vintage. Like, and it may have been vintage, but I didn't know that Black Hills gold. And it was something new to me. This is why I love what we do, by the way. Whether it's jewelry or just thrifting, you find some random thing and you're like, what is that? Where did that come from? And then you learn a whole new thing. This is what I love about it. Like, this one even comes with extra stones. But yeah, I mean, you find random weirdness or cool things and you're like, what? And then if you don't know, then somebody can help you and tell you. So yeah, somebody bought it. Long answer to a short question. Yeah, I sold it. It may come to this. Yeah, pearls get overlooked, definitely. Nice. Bad Biscuit found a 14-karat bracelet in a job lot. Cost you around 20p. Nice. Bad Biscuit, your name reminds me. My sister, one of her cats' name is Biscuit, and she lives out in the country in the hills, and so they're, she's got neighbors, but they're fairly spread apart. But you can hear your neighbors, and so I don't know if she wanted to tell the story. It's funny, but her husband would get embarrassed because she'd get out on the porch and call for Biscuit, and she tries to make it sound as country as if you've met my sister in videos, you'll know how wacky she can be. And she'll get out on the porch and she'll go, Biscuit! And she'll like holler like that, so all the other neighbors down the hill can, Biscuit! as country as possible. She tries to really twang it up. Oh, you want that metal? Email me. We'll figure it out. I found it again as I was cleaning up. Yeah. I don't even remember where I got it. But it's cool. It still has all the paperwork, and it's very awesome. It's bejeweled. It's bejeweled. I just got a sale, I think. Hang on. Oh, someone left me feedback on Etsy. Both sassy and classy, they said. I wonder if it's somebody who watches. Bad Biscuit also a 22-karat Egyptian brooch for 50p. Nice. Let's see. We haven't really shown any jewelry, but I'm okay with that too. Thanks for the thumbs up over there, you guys. Can I buy jewelry jars or boxes in Canada? I don't know. I don't know where. I have sold lots to people in Canada, but the shipping is, even for something that's like 3 ounces, it's like $12 to ship first class, international, whatever, to Canada. Come on. I don't know if it's Canada's fault or America's fault. Right now, I don't even know what to think. But I'm not going to get into politics or the world or the postal service or shipping or anything controversial, because everybody's so divided, and we shouldn't be. And I just don't want us to be. So there. Margaret, is that rose amber? Yes, it is. It's either amber or it's plastic faking it. That's the thing. I have 2 of them. One of them is more like a butterscotch, and one of them is more like a Baltic. So I'd have to test them out, but I think they are. But I can do some testing, some tests. Let me see. I missed. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. Alicia Smith, thanks for being here. Virginia said, someone gave me a sassy sea turtle gelato. Yum. Blah, blah, blah. My cat is called Azumi Biscuit. Oh, fun. Yeah, Biscuit's a good cat out there. She's got Biscuit and Peanut, Jax, and Max. And then Bully's the dog. Bully. And he's a big, ginormous pit bull. He's like the biggest pit bull I've ever seen. He's ginormous. Yeah. So, my sister is hilarious. Finds of yesterday. You should see some of our videos. Well, you know what? I just had a memory pop up. I don't know if y'all remember this from one of our, I wonder if I can find it. One of our ride-alongs that we did. Since we're just chatting, let me find it. And I loved it so much. Oh, here it is. I loved the clip so much, I had to save it. So she and I are out. Here's the backup story. She and I are out garage sailing. And she's trying to tell me how, because you know what, sometimes at the garage sales, people like get too close to you. And she's giving me advice on how to keep people away. And I'm going to let you see and hear what she says. This is sound advice.
Either act psycho or fart.
Can you fart on command?
No. Either act psycho or fart.
Can you fart on command?
No. Either act psycho.
Personally, I like my beat, my stop. She says it, and I stop for a second. And go, Can you fart? I had to think for a second. Hang on there. Oh, did a cat jump by? I guess he did. Yeah, Pancake went by here. Yeah, my mom might. I haven't even asked her if she wants those. I could ask her. I don't know if she'd be into these though. She likes amber jewelry for sure. So, oh, thanks, Emerald City Seller. I'm glad we did this. I know it says that I'm going to show jewelry and we're going to sort stuff, but I'm just as happy talking to you. This made my day, honestly. So, this is making my day, people. Do you have any? Okay. I may have missed a question. I feel like I did. Hang on. Iris says, do you have any tips for reselling from a country where shipping is very expensive? I want to start, but I'm afraid I won't sell anything because of the height of shipping costs. I don't know. I mean, I know some of the shipping outside the U.S. I mean, it's almost as, like, shipping to Australia is about the same as shipping to Canada, which to me is banana pants. I think it's a little more expensive to Australia, but not that much more because I shipped something to Australia the other day. So I don't know. It's tough because I was using global shipping for a while and it really hurt, I think. I mean, I got sales, but I think it kind of hurt them. Oh yeah. Wasn't some guy watching you sit in the car? Paying to, yeah, on one of them, we were sitting there and there was like a guy sitting in the next car over just watching us. We'll put on a show. Is Goodwill Blue Box currently selling jewelry? They were very briefly for like 30 seconds and then they sold out. So you got to watch the whole, I have a playlist with just like me and my sister videos. If my singing and acting goofy annoys you, then don't watch those. But if my singing and acting goofy delights you, then you must meet my sister, because if you think I'm goofy, she's the little sister. So she's the one that we're like, yo, chill. No, not really though. I'm like, keep going. I'm loving this. She takes it all the way. There's a line and you think I've gone too far. And then she's like, oh, you stopped? Yeah. She's hilarious. She is hilarious. Did I share the pictures of her? Hang on. When we first, I don't know if I shared this. I don't know if she wants me to share this. Oh, she's going to be mad at me. Maybe did I share it? Okay, I'll just tell you what happened. So when we first locked down, she and my nephew came to stay. They stayed for about a week or so. And then one night we were playing with balloons and she had like and she's very small framed. Pancake, what was that? I told you he's been knocking stuff over. Not cool. we'd blown up balloons and we were just like playing with the balloons and stuff. And so she had stuffed, she's this very small frame. She'd stuffed 2 balloons down the back of her pants for buttlings and 2 of them up in the front for her chesticles. And she was hilarious. I mean, the kids were dying. It was so funny. I don't remember if I shared it on my Instagram or not, but oh my gosh. I think I shared it with the family. I think she would be mortified if I shared it. Maybe I did. I can't remember. I'm just saying. She's funny. Again. No, I don't think I shared it. I think she said I could share it though. I feel like she said I could. She said it would make people smile. I remember her saying that. Wait, I'm going to try to find one of them maybe. No. Okay. Go watch those videos and yeah. College Debt says, I turned off Etsy offsite ads and now my item doesn't show up in Google Shopping. I'll have to look into that. I haven't really messed with that a lot, I don't think. So, I shared the photo. Okay. I was like, did I? It was so funny. Pardon me. Okay, so, oh, thanks, Linda. All right, so I guess I can show you some jewelry. So I was pulling out some things, and what I'm trying to decide is if I'm going to sell it or if I'm going to put it into a lot for like I sell, the 10 items, or if I'm going to put it into a craft lot. So these are going to go to a craft lot. What do you think about that one? Would you want that in a lot if you bought a jewelry, a mystery lot? I think it's cool. It's a cool little bangle with charms. So that might go into a 10 lot, 10 item lot. Were you really, Mary? Is that good luck? Mary says she was scratched by one of Hemingway's cat on your honeymoon. You went to Florida for your honeymoon? No judgment. But I guess that's pretty cool to go see where Hemingway. Yeah. Oh, I did share it. Okay, cool. Now these earrings are ones that I think I'm going to put in I'm going to sell those. I think they're fun. Like, I would want those. I'm afraid they would poke me, though. So, you would not want to get that. Or y'all saying no to something else. It is not a call. I don't know what that means. All right, so then they're Pancake. You're being so naughty lately. I don't know what's up with you. Look at him. Now he's going to go over there. Pancake. Pancake, what are you doing? What? Okay, fine. That's Pancake. He's my baby. He's my baby. All right, there's this 4-leaf clover. What would you do with that? I don't think I'm going to sell it. Should I put it in a craft lot? Or should I put it in the 10 items lot? Probably a craft lot. What do you think? If he fits, he says, yeah. He's a sweetie. He's a sweetie. But he is being naughty, knocking things down. So, yeah. 12-day road trip. Oh, you went to New Orleans, Miami? That's fun. Okay. I would like that. That would be a fun one. It's a box. No, he's fine over there. He's fine. The naughtiness is just the knocking things over. So, you think sell it? The 4-leaf clover thing? Okay. You're giving other options that there's 3 choices. The thing is, like, put it in a lot. You said put it in a lot with other cool pendants. My problem is then I start having like bazillion tubs everywhere. Because that's what I had. I had like gallon bags with like pink stuff I was gonna lot and shells and natural stone, and then it just became like piles and piles of stuff and now I'm like, no more. It's either I'm gonna put it in my box to sell it, or it's going into a craft lot, or it's going into a 10 item that's sellable lot. So now I hope that didn't sound harsh. But yeah, I'm just like, I've got to stop the madness of all of the things. So Your cat, he always looks that way. He's fine. Pancake. Pancake. He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He always gets, he's the one that, I'll just find some pictures of him. He always sits in such a way that he looks so uncomfortable. Like instead of just like sitting on the floor, he'll go sit against a wall. This is him on the wall. And he'll like press his face against the wall. And he looks so uncomfortable. Or he'll go sit under the table, but instead of just sitting under the table, he'll like press his face against the leg of the table and like look so sad, you know? Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'll have to get a picture of it because he's what do we do when there's trolley troll? We say you may go, goey go go. Mary, you got him before I did. He's plotting. Yeah, he's actually pretty good. He's a good cat. He's very passive aggressive. Yeah, I need to collab to get someone to redesign my room. Isn't it? Is it that bad? Yeah, it is. This is like all stuff I'm planning on selling. It's ready. It's piled and ready to be photographed right there. You did it. Thanks, Mary. Oh, no, it's okay, Debbie. And then this jacket here, my sister and I got at the bins. And then I think she wants it. I was going to sell it. It's a vintage jacket. And then I don't know if she's going to want it or not. So I have to find out. Yeah. Hi. How are my other cats doing? Leia is here in the window. Maybe that's why he's mad, because he doesn't usually have to share behind the desk with anyone. And yeah, and then Daniel is over there laying on a bag. Danny. No, he's asleep. So, Anyway, next up, these earrings. How long have we been at this, by the way? Go over there and hit that thumbs up because it tells YouTube that they should recommend my channel. And not this video, but if you have other videos that you think, you know what, I have a friend that would like this, then share my videos. Because then, like I said, then YouTube will say, oh, okay, this is one that people want to see or want other people to see. What do you think? Sell them? I think I'm going to put these in the lot for 10 items. So like the 10 item sellable, wearable lot. That's what I'm going to do that. Over there. Luke went to live in another house with Mimi. We had to split because I couldn't have 5 cats. So we had to disperse with the cats. So my ex took Luke and Mimi. Yeah, we had 5. Yeah. So because I, as a one-person show, work like self-employed, and the trolls are like, who cares? Cry me a river. But yeah, I self-employed, trying to work, homeschool, and take care of cooking, cleaning, and all that fun stuff. And then 5 cats and a million fish and an axolotl and everything. Yeah. But they're rehomed, so the kids still see them. They live with the ex now, so they're not rehomed. They're just in a different location. So it was tough. I mean, you always think you don't have to choose. Then you had to choose. Feathers! Again, this is going to a craft lot because I don't like the feathers. Yeah, the green and blue are sweet. Okay, then this is boring. This part is. Let me get some more jewelry that's better. That's more fun. Because these are just little bits. How about these? I have like a tub of stuff down here. Yeah. You need a tortoise to add to the menagerie. We had, when all of this first went down, we did also have bearded dragon. We just got a bearded dragon. And we did end up rehoming the bearded dragon to somebody who had, wanted it. And anyway, but that was a really challenging, just stressful. Not stressful, but it made us sad, But it was just more than I was like, it was more than I could handle. And it was more than my kids could handle. So we had to do the responsible thing. So, yeah. But yeah, a tortoise would be fun. For sure. We have 4 aquariums. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. We have 4 aquariums. The kids, are my kids spoiled? I don't think so, but they each have 2 aquariums in their room. But it works out because sometimes fish need to be put in timeout. And we had one fish that was like kept messing with the axolotl, so it had to get separated. And our frog died. We had a frog named Gollum, and he just died earlier this week. He was an aquatic frog, and he was mean but he ended up dying, so we had to have a funeral for Gollum. But yeah, so we also had another tank because Gollum would get really aggressive with some of the fish, and so we would have to play musical tanks sometimes with fish that needed timeout. So yeah, we had four kids. They're good though. My kids may be spoiled, but they're not spoiled rotten. They're really good kids. So ask Mary, she knows them. Oh no. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing stuff. You have a watch lot. I hate to list watch it. I have that's another thing over there. There's 2 tubs full of watches over there. I don't know. Thanks, Mary. So, thanks, Caitlin. So then, okay, here's another. This is just like a Howlite. This is probably one that I will sell. Howlite skull with big giant eye sockets. You can, put on a puppet show with that. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. That will go over there with my necklaces. And then this one it's got this one little stone. This might be a little silver. I think these are silver beads. So what I've been doing too is I've got all my silver stuff. I'm starting a silver tub. So it's going in my silver tub. Then, Jacqueline, the best site for the lots that I found. Oops, there goes. Hang on. If I don't get it now, I'll forget, and it will be gone forever. In the group Texas Gals Treasure Traders, I haven't had a whole lot of luck selling them on eBay and Etsy. So, yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad. I will have more going through boxes. Then, here's a whole slew of beads. They're Howlite beads, but they're dyed with little jack-o'-lanterns. I'm probably going to give those to my sister. I'll go over here to my sister's pile. And hang on. Oh, nice. You doubled your money on some watches. Sweet. When is eBay starting the new payment processor? I had a question on mine asking if I wanted to set it up or what I wanted to set up for my automatic. I guess I didn't read the fine print very carefully, so I'll just have to do it later. Hang on. Is there more in here? I need to go back to this bag because I pulled some stuff out, and one of the things was an earring. You know, it looks like some jasper and some silver. And then I thought I grabbed both earrings, but that's a pendant of the same. So let's see if the other earring is in there. Are you? I'm looking around on my table too. Ah. Nope. 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 Okay, so I'm just gonna put those with my silver stuff for now. Silver. You haven't heard a thing about the new payment processor. Maybe it was just asking me something else. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to like read the fine print, and so I just say, tell me later or remind me later or whatever. Yeah. Oh, that was a heavy sigh. That normally gets edited out. I've gotten better about editing things out. Okay, let's look in this bag. Again, this is all just stuff I've had shoved in a tub over there. Look, we've got a slice of agate. Looks prettier from my angle because I get the light through it. And then all of this fun stuff. What do you think? I think this is something that would sell. Would you be happy to get something like that if you ordered a lot, and as one of your 10 pieces? Would that be something cool? Like, I could see somebody really liking it. I could see, I would be like, cool. And I could see somebody else going, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Like a bunch of rocks. I can go down the river and get a bunch of rocks out the creek. Now I'm going and wasting my money. Yeah. Yeah. Michelle 13 Knot says, I really wonder about the unsearched on eBay. Oh yeah. I have a hard time believing they're unsearched too. Some people have found some that are unsearched, but it is hard to believe. I agree. So Mary says, yes, sell it. Okay, I'm listening to Mary. I've learned I need to listen to Mary more. Take notes. How do you attract so many trolls is what I want to know. Why would somebody not like you? I wonder that too. No, but I do not know. There are a different kind of people in this world. And there are people that don't like me, even in real life. And then there are people that like me a lot. So, and it's taken me, now I just turned 46, and it's taken me 46 years to get to the point where I'm just like, I'm okay with that. I went through a spell when I was younger where I didn't care. I think I went through spots. But I think when I moved to new places, not just here, but when I first moved to Friendswood, I was super excited about fresh starts and meeting new people. And there were a lot of not friendly people there. And that was very hard because I'm like, awesome. And I think everybody should think they're awesome and that everybody should like you, but they don't. And same thing here. I moved here and was just like, and I don't know. Now you got me pondering the life's mystical questions of, why do people not like me? Yeah, and I think it's, Mary B says, you attract trolls because you're your own person and confident. I am today feeling confident. But I have moments where I'm just like, what's wrong with me? Why don't people like me? I don't know. I think it's just human nature. I think everybody feels that way. So, yeah. Yeah. It's true. Hudson says, the bigger your audience, the harder it is to be liked by all of them. Debbie says, jealousy. Oh, thanks, y'all. See? But yeah, I think it's human nature that we all have that kind of moment where we just, like. But then I got to the point, too, where I realized for a while there, I was really concerned about wanting people to like me, that I didn't take the time to ask myself, but do I like them? And I think when I finally got to that point where I was like, and not that I have to be ugly, but I just, that's not somebody I want to be around because I don't feel good on the inside when I'm around them. Then, when I watch them on TV, like there are even some I love comedians, right? I just do. And there's some comedians I just don't like, and it's just their spirit, or they're like mean-natured, or I don't know. And it doesn't have anything to do with crudeness even, because sometimes people can be extra crude and I think it's hilarious. And then sometimes people can be a clean comic, but they're just kind of hateful and nasty. But everybody's got their different thing, So, oh, thank you. Isn't this cute, Barbie girl? That bracelet could be a bun here. It makes me think of there was an Audrey Hepburn movie where she has this teeny little bun on her head, right? But it's all got this little tiara thing around it, but it's tiny. What movie was that from? Was that from My Fair Lady? Michelle says, seriously, one of the first things I do, even before seeing this, is put jewelry on my head every time. It's just fun. It belongs on your head. And then it pinches your hair. And then you're like, ah. Mary says, I think differences are hard for people to accept. It is jealousy. Look at a person having fun, loving who they are. How dare they? Yes, it's getting to the point we don't care. Yeah. And for example, my cousin, one of my cousins, She is probably one of the most confident women I have ever met, almost to a fault. Not arrogant, but just almost, I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes I want to channel her, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. And usually I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. I read something funny and then I couldn't decide if it was and the thing about the whole like troll thing, I don't even know if I don't know. People that say ugly, rude things, I don't count as trolls. They're, I don't know. Well, but when people come in and say like random nonsense in the chat, that's when I think of as trolls. I don't know. Oh, thanks. Marilyn, that's what it is. Marilyn Monroe put a bracelet on her head and gentlemen prefer blondes because she was trying to see how Lady So-and-so's tiara was going to look. And then, here we go. She's doing this number. And then Lauren Bacall walks in and she goes, "What are you doing?" "I'm just seeing how it's going to look." What? Yes, that was it. Yeah. People. Yeah, some people just troll. Some people are hateful, but okay, how about this one? Is this one, wait, there's a brand on this one. Let's see what it is. And this one is Black House White Market. White House Black Market? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to probably put this in my 10 item lot. That's going into the craft lot. Button. Who's got the button? Oh, multiple buttons. Okay, button necklace. What do you think? I'm going to probably put this in the craft lot too. She wanted that diamond tiara, and it was Piggy, right? Piggy. I can't mimic her voice. I'm not even close. But, yeah. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. My favorite movie that she was in. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite Marilyn movie? And I'll tell you mine. A kiss may be grand, but I won't pay the rental on your humble flat or help you at the laundromat. Men grow cold. Wait, men grow cold as something grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shaped, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. And I'm not keeping a tune at all. That's it. Oh my gosh, Mary B. I'm sure I'm saying your name wrong. Some Like It Hot was my favorite, but not for Marilyn. Some Like It Hot was my favorite for, I think my sister must be watching. Some Like It Hot was my favorite because of Jack Lemmon. He killed in that movie. Oh my gosh, Jack Lemmon. I'm not that kind of girl. And when he's telling Tony Curtis that he's engaged, and Tony Curtis says, "Who's the lucky girl?" And Jack Lemmon says, "I am." I died. It's so funny. Oh, Jack Lemmon. So, okay, Elaine, are you watching? Because she just texted me this. This is the thing I was just telling y'all about. And I think she must have put like a gas on there. This is her, that's my sister, with balloons shoved in her shirt and shoved in the back of her stretch pants, chasing the kids around my living room. Oh no, she just sent a picture of it. And she put snowflakes and green something on the back of it. Or she's just trying to make me laugh, and it's totally random that we were both talking about the same thing. 7 Year Itch is good. Yeah, Some Like It Hot. Bus Stop is cute because she's like a country girl in that, right? She's got a really thick accent. How to Marry a Millionaire is fun. Yeah. But let's talk about Cary Grant. Yeah. Oh, Jack Lemmon. He was, from the minute he's standing in front of the elevator and what's Osgood? No, that was from How to Marry a Millionaire. Anyway, comes up. Gosh. Yeah. Thanks, Tammy. I was a theater major for 2.5 years before I went into education. I enjoyed it a lot, but then I thought I probably would not, because being an actress it's really hard, or trying to break into it anyway. So I thought, let's be a teacher instead, because they make so much more money. So that's going to a craft lot. But yeah, I really enjoyed theater. And actually who was I talking to about that? Maybe I was just talking to myself about that. But I'm on the fence about like wanting to get involved with somebody like romantically, because it always crushes your dreams. Doesn't it? Sorry. Maybe I'm just in a bad spot right now when it comes to in the romance field, but I'm just like, I don't know that I want a significant other, because I really don't. I want to be like, if I decide I want to go do little theater, or if I decide I'm going to, run away and join the circus when my kids get old enough to like come with me, then I don't want somebody saying, but I thought we were going to put in new floors this fall. Fine. I won't be an actress because we're putting in floors this fall. Teachers make money. Well, yeah, no. And the reason I say that, in sort of jokingness, is when I started teaching, my early years of teaching, before I got married, I wanted to go teach abroad. And then I got married, and so I never got to fulfill that. And that was kind of a bummer, because I really wanted to teach abroad. And I'd even gone to try to find out like the different routes of doing that. So I don't know. I know that there are people that fulfill their dreams later in life, and I just I feel like my horizons just opened up, and I'm almost at a year from being separated, and I feel like the world is my oyster again, and I can do whatever the heck I want, So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But this is what I want to be doing, so yay, yes. So yeah. Oh, Marlo, thank you for that. Just a happy belated birthday. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mary. Mary, you've never seen any of these movies? We need to have a Marilyn Monroe movie-thon. She was famous for a reason, not just because she was pretty. She could really act. So funny. She was really funny. Yeah. Saturn Girl, yes. Well, that's what I thought, Chris. The years I spent in theater, I used still when I was a teacher. I still did the things that I do when I was teaching. It got kind of squished out of me a little bit towards the end because, judgment. Other people are like, why are you so weird, kind of thing. You're showing off. You're making us look bad. That was another thing I got. Not overt. Not a lot of people said it overtly, but I came to realize that some other teachers didn't like me being so me, and sharing, because I'm a sharer. I'm like, look at this awesome stuff we're doing. This is amazing. And like my classroom was the one outside the classroom, down the hall was just like all of my students' work. Look at all this awesome stuff. And like whenever we had to do gifted and talented testing every year. And like I would put up like half my class for the gifted program. I think these are all gifted kids. Like they're like, that's the percentage is way too high, Margaret. There can't be that many. Like, no, they're amazing. I was that teacher. And so I'm sure the other teachers were like, give it a rest. We just want to go home and watch Oprah. I don't know. So, okay, there's my soapbox on that. But then towards the end, it got, with that many people that like poo-pooing you and like shunning you in the halls, and your flame starts to diminish. So towards the end, it was like very sad for me. Whatever. Yeah, the kids can join the circus with me. We can homeschool on the road, doing little theater across text. I don't know. Who knows? Mary says you would never settle for that garbage. That's true. Mary gets to hear about my dating woes, or not lack of dating woes. Yeah, I don't know about, yeah. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But at this point, I'm just like, the prospect's not enticing. I'm just saying. Yeah, Brenda says, I love being alone. I don't have to explain myself to or answer to anyone. The freedom is amazing. Totally. And that's one of the very first things I started doing. I'm like, you know what? Now I can put things however I want. And I can put, whatever, wherever, however. It's all, I don't have to have somebody saying, I don't like that. I don't like that color. I don't like that blah, blah, blah. Lauren says supportive men. No, they are. And I'm not poo-pooing men. Sorry, guys. My stepdad is amazing. I have a great uncle. He's amazing. My brother, my older brother, I'll qualify that, is amazing. Yeah, I mean, don't tell, but he ordered the kids the Baby Yoda, and they finally came in, the stuffed animal Baby Yoda thing. And so he's just shipped them to us. So, yeah, I mean, I know they're out there. The rubber bead necklace, you're asking, would you put this one in a craft lot, or are they, I'm giving it to my sister, but if I wasn't, they would go to a craft lot, I think. Relationships, ? Catch and release. That's right. That's right. Catch and release. It hasn't been I don't want to say it hasn't been promising, but it's meh. Maybe I'm just too. Sharon says, my widowed friend who's in her late 50s just got a boyfriend. They've been together for several months. Yeah, and my aunt, my uncle, they got married. I mean, it's probably been 20 years now, but, they were older. They were probably in their 50s at the time. Early 60s, 50. Yeah. So, oh, wow. Heather says, sanitation workers are making more money than I do teaching. I believe it. When I started teaching, my first year of teaching in 1999, I made, hold on to your hats, $24,000 a year, which was insane and not enough to live on, because we lived in a duplex in the Montrose area. And this was just when Montrose was starting to kind of get revitalized. Now it's out of control. But, and our rent was $1,000 a month. So my take-home pay, my first year teaching, was $1,500 a month. So a third of my income went to rent. And then the rest was like bills and gas and oh gosh, it was not good. And then the thing is, you could be the crappiest teacher or the best teacher, and it didn't matter. It didn't affect your pay at all. They based it on how many years you'd been working. So a teacher who was the crappiest, meanest teacher would make, and I know there's amazing teachers out there, but there were really bad teachers too, would make, and it didn't affect their pay. They don't care. They didn't have to do all this fun, amazing stuff with their kids. They could just shovel out worksheets, sit behind their desk, be a grump, and make as much or more than me. It didn't matter. So it was very dehumanized, like, meh. Like, just really, but now I get to do all the fun stuff I wanted to do with my kids. I just realized the chat was going, and it wasn't moving for me at all. Yeah, Chris, teachers like acting. You're on stage all day, definitely. Getting to read and like do all the voices and. Oh, Tommy says single life is awesome, but also sometimes lonely. Yeah. Yeah, teachers can be brutal. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like my kids, and don't get me wrong, there are amazing teachers out there. I know plenty of amazing teachers, but a really bad teacher that's a year of a kid's life. You know what I mean? That's a full year of a kid. I mean, and so one of my kids had back-to-back, rough years, 3rd grade, 4th grade. And the thing is, it's the sarcasm and the, like, they don't say things overtly, but my kid needed extra, with dyslexia and stuff, and, needed, repetition to get the instructions correct, and it was a people pleaser and wants to, have things just right and not get in trouble. But whenever they would raise their hand and ask the question, or the teacher would be like, yes, and then, so it's hard for a kid to go home and say, my teacher was mean to me. Well, what did your teacher do? And it's hard to, well, they didn't say anything. They didn't raise their voice. They didn't, like, so for a kid, that's tough to come home and say, she was a B. but like, how do you say, she did a heavy sigh when I wanted to ask a question? They know how it makes them feel, but they can't always say, this is what happened, for their adult parent to figure out what to do about it. So that's what went on with one of my kids for the last year and a half. Anyway, we pulled out in 4th grade because, and that just got to the point where my kids didn't like going to school because they didn't like how they were being treated. So, and I knew we could do better. Yeah. Ah, nice. Mary says, my sister and husband lived on Bruel Court in Montrose for a bit. We lived on, what's the name of our street? Garrett. And then later we moved with my friend Melly and Alisa, and I moved to Greeley. So yeah. But the Garrett house was the main party house. Fun. We had fun time party house. Yep. But again, there are amazing teachers out there too. So, but yeah, my kids and I, we are really, yeah. Is that why I switched in the homeschool? Part of the reason, I felt like I could do better. Truly, and I could make it where they didn't hate learning and cry and come home and do 3 hours of homework and just sob through the whole thing. And nonsense, just nonsense. It's part of the reason. My eldest was getting bullied a lot, and it was like 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Yeah, started in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and then halfway through 4th grade. And my kid was having to start going to therapy for anxiety issues, and I was like, screw this, and the school wasn't taking it seriously, and like, okay, we're done with this nonsense. It's being such a small town, there was no escape. There were 2 elementary schools, 1 junior high, 1 high school. So it wasn't like, oh, well, you can just transfer to another school. No, that was it. It was these kids forever. So, no more. Yep. And I'm not saying that I never had bad days as a teacher. Teachers are human too. But I think there's a point where you can, even as a bad teacher, come back the next day and be like, y'all, as long as you own it, right? I feel like that's so even with your kids, as long as you own it, come back and say, yesterday was really rough. I made some big mistakes, and I would like to apologize and see if you would be willing to start over with me today. I think that kind of grace with a kid, with an adult, just to see that you're human, and that you make mistakes too, and that you're willing, you want to set the example of doing the right thing. We really aren't talking about much jewelry today, are we? But that's okay. I needed this today, so I appreciate it. So, yeah, had a terrible teacher. Yeah, I had some rough teachers too. It was, yeah, being married for 35 years certainly changed my life. I was married 15, and I don't want to get into that and the reasons and all that. So, Emerald City Seller. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm even ready for a relationship. 2 years single and mostly happy. Yeah, first time in my adult life. Yeah. And sometimes I think I am, and sometimes I think I'm not. So I guess I'm not. I don't know. So, Yeah, Sharon, they know, but they can't express what's going on. Marriage can be lonely too. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy homeschooling my kids a lot. I know it's a big responsibility. And with everything else, especially being the way we are now financially and stuff, yeah, I mean, it would be way easier to run a business with my kids in public school, but ultimately, not okay. I get something in my throat, sorry. Oh my gosh, Alicia, that's horrible. Yeah, Caitlin, that was the thing too. The test scores got out. I mean, it just the focus became too much about the test. And I tried to escape it by moving down lower grade levels. I have something going on with my throat. But yeah, and it just followed the kids down, because it's like if a kid in 8th grade, if the 8th graders in the state failed a subject, or they weren't doing well in something, they just pushed everything down lower and said, well, they just need to start learning it sooner. Sorry. Which was just not developmentally appropriate, especially for some of the little ones. So, do I have student loans? No, thank goodness. Yeah, parents are getting the homeschool experience forced on them. I agree and I disagree, because I hear what some of them are having to do. My sister, I talked to my friend AJ, pardon me, and I just say, what you're doing is not exactly homeschooling. If I had to report to somebody and I had to be on a Zoom class at a certain time, or I had to have things turned in at a certain time, I would despise it, because we have so much freedom. And if we are having a bad morning, like, you know what, let's just take a break and we'll do this later. Or, oh, you know what, it's a really pretty day and it's a Friday. You know what, let's do you guys want to do school on Sunday or Saturday instead? And we'll just go to the river. And we have that flexibility. So that's been good for us. Erin, I know. I said I'm probably going to get a million thumbs down on this video, because I said I was going to be talking jewelry, and I'll have to go change the title maybe. But hey, it happens, and I'm happy that it happened. How do I see the future of online jewelry business in the coming years? I think it's going to grow, honestly. I mean, people are not out as much, first of all. And second, I personally like finding unique things and finding things that you can't just go to the store and I buy the same thing that 10 other people, 20, 100 other people have. So finding cool stuff, and you have more flexibility to search online. If some people ever list their stuff to sell, this is something I will sell. And their earrings. They're very cool. So, yeah, it's hard, Shelby. And it's like, as a teacher, I get it. There were some years that I had really, it's a fine line, because there are kids that need a lot of extra attention. And there were some kids that I wasn't sure belonged in a regular classroom, but they were trying to do the best thing for those kids too. So they're trying to do the best thing for everybody. And sometimes that hurts other people. So, and this, I was telling my sister, because my nephew's pretty smart. And so she's like, what is this stuff they're sending home with him? It's just babyish, like I said, they're teaching to the lowest common denominator, and so it's frustrating for him, because it's just like cut and paste and color blue and, just like that kind of stuff. And he's just like, why am I wasting my time on this? Yeah, definitely. What do my kids want to be when they grow up? One of my kids is saying that they want to be an architect. And the other, It's not sure. I don't think he's ever said. Did I super chat come through and I miss it? Oh, Fairy Vixen, thank you. You say, I love you, Margaret. Love your style of video. You're real and keep it fun. Oh, thanks. I know today's video is not what I said it was or thought it was going to be, but I'm enjoying it, and that's what counts today, right? I miss it. Oh, thanks. Mary says, you're such a good homeschooling guide. Fun, thorough in explaining, and you follow their passions, etc., etc. Thanks, Mary. Coming from you, that means a lot. Time to switch it up. Yeah, because we get to we'll do like a curriculum, or I didn't really buy much curriculum this past year, but I'm going back to it. And, but that way we can do the curriculum and then we can veer off and do our own thing if they get excited about something, and then we can come back to the curriculum and do that. So, but I did. So before I told you we're going to do like 2 more weeks of school. What do we think? Since I have it out, should I put this in the craft lot, or should I put it in the 10-piece lot? Let me see what you think. The shell and the wooden beads. Would you want to get that in a lot of 10 pieces that are wearable and resellable? It's New York info. So we're going to do 2 more like units before school, before we get out for the summer. We're going to do Sadako and 1,000 Paper Cranes, because we've talked about the book so much lately that I thought we might as well just read it. And it's about a girl after the fallout in Hiroshima. So uplifting. We're going to do that, and then we're going to study the Apache Indians, Native Americans. So we're going to do Sadako and Apache. It seems very random, but it's just things we've been talking about, so why not? I'm sure I missed some. Caitlin's asking, how long did you resell before it became a viable option for your income? Well, I did it more as a hobby. I'm trying to think. When I first started. So I first started and it was like $100 a week, and even still now I aim for $200 a week because I do other things too. But if I just buckled down, I could definitely ramp it up pretty easily, I think. Maybe a year or so. But I think you could do it faster than that if you really focused. Definitely. Hang on. Oh, it's cat hair, you think? I don't know. I think it's the soda. Hang on. I've totally lost it. Okay, so 10 piece. Okay, $10. Okay. So if I totally missed your question or anything, please put it in there again. Oh, you're considering going pro. You got 400 listings. Why not, right? I think one of my shops is down to 300 something listings because I haven't been listing anything. Okay. Well, I know this video kind of didn't do what I said it was going to do, so I'll probably have to change the title. Yeah, jewelry is fun. And the reason I started doing this is because supposedly it doesn't take as much space. If you think about it, it doesn't. I can have 100 things in here to sell, or I could have 100 things like that to sell, and over here's my mugs. So it definitely doesn't take up as much space, but then it's like you don't realize how much you've got sometimes when you really. Have I sold Jewel Mint brand before? I don't think so. I do ship internationally. Did you think you did well as a hobby because you had a lot up, or were you already doing videos? No, I started selling before I started doing videos. I'm trying to think back. Do you do well as a hobby? I think I just listed what I liked. I think that's why it was so easy for me. I didn't feel the pressure. Like I started doing it whenever I stopped teaching. I've probably shared this before with y'all, because I didn't like. I always had my own money, and I didn't like having to ask my husband for money, and so it was just something like there was no pressure for me to make a certain amount because of, and so it was, then I was able to just kind of ramp it up. It just kind of took over. And when I think about it, I look around sometimes and I think this all started with like $35. Because that's how much I would put in my coin purse when I would go out garage selling when I first started. $35. And then I would sell the stuff and I would just replenish my coin purse with $35. And then I would go do it again. And I did do a little more local selling at that point. But yeah. And then it just kind of blew up from there. Heather says, we started doing eBay when eBay said it started then. It said it was a lucrative hobby. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Alicia. This really was, it was good. It was good for me. Do you think your pricing is market rate or a bit higher because of your, I think I would price this way even if I didn't have a YouTube channel. I have a friend that has told me I'm not pricing high enough. And then I sell things to people that watch the videos. Sometimes I'll get emails and they'll say, I'd like to buy such and such. And I usually sell it for less than I would sell it if I put it on. So yeah, because I feel like it's saving me time and, not only that, but I like to give people a deal, I guess. Oh, thanks, Saturn Girl. Show jewelry another time. I will, Rags. This was really good. I'm glad we did this. Just sort of on the spur of the moment. It also kept me from working, unfortunately. Sort of a stalling moment. Now it's back to figuring out what I'm going to do with this. Should I put it in the 10-piece lot or in the craft lot? Because I don't think I'm going to sell it. I mean, it's cool. So Heather says, I always say if you want to have an online business, you must have health insurance. Yes. It's expensive. That's one thing that now I have my own health insurance and it is expensive. I know, cry me a river, but it is. Craft lot, right? Craft lot. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. Somebody would probably like it, but it's like, meh. I don't. Oh, did I ever sell the Lone Star pictures? I don't think so. I wonder if I sold one of them. Where are they? Now I'm wondering, like, where? Are they there? No. Where are they? Are they over there? Maybe they're over there. They're somewhere, I think. I don't. Now you've done it. Toys, hats, plush wood. I don't know. I think so. Maybe no. Love you, darling. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's definitely more expensive if you don't have insurance. Okay. So here's one thing I'm on the fence about. This is a really cool piece. I thought about giving it to my sister. So it's kind of like stained glassy, but it's plastic. But it's this cross, and it's got little charms on the bottom. And I'm trying to decide if I should give it to my sister or put it in a lot. I can't decide. It's pretty though, right? You didn't mean to throw me. Oh, wait, are you the one that asked about the picture? Oh, no. That doesn't throw me off. No, everything throws me off. I'm very easily like distracted and diverted. So, craft lot or sister. Yeah, it's I think it's all. I mean, it feels kind of like it's maybe metal and the inside part's plastic. It's not like that part's metal. So, what's all your store names? Oh, Texas Gal Treasures. And Texas Gal Treasures. And Texas. All the Texas Gal Treasures. I think on one of them it's TX Gal Treasures. Yes, I did, Marlo. The round thing, yeah. Her time turner. Total squirrel. I mean, my kids, one of them has ADHD for sure, diagnosed. The other, maybe. And I don't know where they got it from. Okie dokie. I'm going to go actually get back to work, but I appreciate y'all coming to hang out. And I know this wasn't quite what I thought it would be. That's okay. And I'm glad that y'all came to talk and everything. And I'll talk to you later. And if you could, go hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, all that fun stuff, because it tells YouTube, hey, people want to watch this girl. All right. Bye, everybody.